How you doing, guys? Super Hollow Vegeta here, back with another deck profile. This is my it's a Maiden deck, Blue Eyes deck that I basically have a huge spin on. Actually, Maiden is the spin to the deck, but I'll get into that in a minute. Let's just jump right in because this is our second take, and we got interrupted by a dog. So first, Maiden with Blue Eyes, mandatory. She whenever she's targeted by a card effect, you summon a Blue Eyes, and whenever she is attacked, you get to switch her to defense mode, negate the attack, and summon a Blue Eyes. So that just drags out this bad guy every time somebody tries to touch her. So
he's the protective father.
Yeah, right. He's a big old brother.
Stay away from his daughter.
Right. It's Blue Eyes. I don't need to explain it. If I do, you're dumb. Fortune Lady Light. This is the twist. Whenever she leaves the field because of a card effect, I get to special summon a Fortune Lady out of my deck. All the Fortune Ladies attack and defense. They gain attack and defense equal to their level, and their level increases every standby phase. So their levels change all the time. Fortune Lady Dark. Whenever she attacks a monster, or whenever she destroys a monster by battle, I get to special summon a Fortune Lady out of my graveyard. And she starts at 2,000. She gains 400 per her level, and then she gains a level every standby phase. So it gains 400 every turn. 2 Fortune Lady Water. Whenever she is summoned and you control a Fortune Lady, you get to draw 2 cards. So just draw power. Love it. Fortune Lady Fire. When she is special summoned because of a Fortune Lady, you get to destroy an opponent's monster, and they take damage equal to its attack. So if there's a pesky monster my Blue Eyes can't get over, I'll just blow it up with this little level 2 Psycho bitch.
Easy boy.
2 Gaga Magicians. Because my spellcasters change level all the time, I can just match their level and overlay. 2 Magical Undertakers. He's a flip effect. I get to target a level 4 lower spellcaster in my graveyard and add it to my hand. Gets me my Fortune Lady Lights and my Maidens back. I run 1 Breaker because back row, and he's a splash from the past, and I love him. Breaker's probably one of my favorite spellcasters. Chaos Source, because Chaos Source I have enough lights and dark. BLS, because BLS. Sorcerer of Dark Magic is my final monster, a 3200 beater. Can't be normal summoned or set, can only be special summoned by attributing 2 level 6 or higher spellcasters, and all my spellcasters gain levels every turn, so it's a very real possibility. And once per turn, during another player's turn, I can negate a spell or trap card. Or sorry, just a trap card. So he's really cool. 3200 beater. He's amazing. Love him. He's a Dark Magician ripoff. Moving on to the spells. 3 Future Visions. Whenever a monster is normal summoned, it gets banished and it targets the monster. So Lady Light and Maiden both feed off their effects, and your opponent suffers. 2 Wonder Wand. I can equip to a spellcaster. It targets, so I can gain off of Maiden. And I can send it and the equipped monster to the graveyard to draw 2 cards, so it can help Fortune Lady Light as well. 2 Fortune's Future. You get to take a banished Fortune Lady, put it back in the graveyard, and you draw 2 cards. More draw power. 2 MSTs and a Lance. I can target Maiden, get feed off of it, and I can protect my monsters. Moving on to the trap cards. 2 Interdimensional Matter Transporters. I target one of my monsters and banish it until the end of the turn. So I can target a Maiden, get a Blue Eyes, banish it. I can target a Light, banish it, get a Fortune Lady. Just helps you to sell. Trench Tribute destroys monsters my opponent controls and mine. So a Light can feed off of it. Magician Circle. When a spellcaster type monster declares an attack, both players special summon a spellcaster from their deck with 2,000 or less attack in face of attack position. So I can go for any of my Fortune Ladies because they have no attack points until they're on the field. And final trap is 2 DNA Surgeries. I turn everything into a spellcaster, and Sorcerer of Dark Magic feeds off of that, and it's awesome. Finally, my extra deck. My levels are still flexible, so I still toy with what I want to run, but right now I run 1 Ally Justice Caster, 1 Flameville Urquazes, and 1 Stardust Dragon for the Synchros. The Exes, I run 1 Utopia Roots, because he's helpful, 1 Herald of Pure Light, because it's awesome, recycle, 1 number 17 Leviathan Dragon, he's a beater, 1 Castel, the Sky Blaster Musketeer. He's a staple in any deck now that can do rank 4s. Steel Swarm Roach, because with Synchros and Fusions coming back, he's going to be very, very useful. 1 Diamond Direwolf, because I can use its suicide effect to destroy anything. Moving on to the rank 8s, I have 1 Thunder End Dragon, which when he attacks, I can detach material. I know, once per turn. I detach material, destroys all other monsters on the field. So it just clears everything. I run 2 number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragons, because he's a staple in anything that can do an 8. 1 number 62 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, he's a 4,000 beater. And I run 2 Divine Dragon Knight Felgrands, because he just protects everything and he's just an ungodly card. That sums up the deck. That's what I got, and let me know what you think about it. Subscribe, rate, all that good stuff, and we'll come back to you again soon.